As part of efforts to end banditry and insurgency in the north, a summit on reviving traditional institutions held in Kano State. The summit, part of the 2022 annual lecture in honor of Sir Ahmadu Bello, attracts northern leaders, politicians and captains of industry. Trust TV correspondent Idris Jibril reports.
Reviving northern traditional institutions as imperative to peace and security in northern Nigeria is the focus of this year's Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Leadership and Good Governance Lecture.
I have challenged northern leaders. Every day we're talking of Sardauna. When can we have another Sardauna? So that we'll stop talking about the past and look at the current situation where things are made to work, like Sardauna made things to work without any ethnic or religious coloration in his handling of affairs.
According to the Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo, the legacies and leadership qualities on good governance of the late Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Sardauna of Sokoto, is the key to reviving the region's traditional institutions through emphasis on peace and security as the most important sector of the Buhari administration.
This entrenched structural duality which we have allows us to be able to tackle problems like insecurity holistically. There is a moral orbit of trust that traditional leaders who live in closest proximity to the people possess, that the law, in its strict sense, does not possess. It is this social consensus secured at the community level that makes our larger political consensus tenable.
According to these people, northern degradation, courtesy of destruction of human lives, kidnapping for ransom and banditry are the major threats to reviving the region's traditional institutions.
The fundamental flaw in Nigerian security framework is the limited or near absence of actionable criminal intelligence. Yet, there is no greater repository of intelligence than the traditional rulers. We have these factors, and this must be accepted and given to us.
For Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, the relative peace and security currently being enjoyed in Kano is largely credited to the state government reforms, which include creation of additional emirates across the state.
Levels, I think in order to revive the traditional institutions, we should take so many factors into consideration. First, the issue of succession. Second, the issue of education, especially at the ward level and the village level. From what we have observed, the level of development of education among the subjects is much higher than the level of development of education at the ward and the village level. And when you have disparity in education, you have problem of confidence.
Meanwhile, the Northern Governors Forum say a committee has since been set up to recommend to the forum the best way to solve the region's various problems, particularly peace and security.
Perhaps this is why the Northern Governors Forum, after a series of deliberations with the traditional institutions in the region, decided to set up a committee to review the role of our royal fathers and see how they can be given definite roles in governance, as was the case before.
While they gather to remember the great Northerner, these people also expect a legal framework to revive the region's traditional institutions. Idris Jibril, Trust TV News, Kano.